Lethargy is a tremendous amount of karma. Right now, there is virus going on, somebody is dying around you. You have to do something within yourself not to respond to that. You will have to generate a lot of explanations for everything. Let us understand this. Karma does not mean just doing something in the world alone. You sit here, you're performing karma. Karma of sitting here. Body is functioning, it's breathing, taking in oxygen, leaving carbon dioxide. The tree is blessing you because you're letting enough carbon dioxide out. So if you sit here and breathe, as far as the tree is concerned, you're doing a good karma. You don't know. You can be conscious too. Tree is giving me oxygen, I am giving carbon dioxide. Does it mean you have to breathe hard? Nothing like that, you just breathe, it's anyway happening. So, physical karma is happening. Mental karma is always going on for most human beings almost all the time. Emotional karma is going on, energy karma is going on, otherwise you wouldn't be alive. So karma is happening. It's not necessarily what you do consciously, it's just happening. Life is karma. So is a couch potato nishkarma? No. Lethargy is a tremendous amount of karma because it takes lot of work to be lethargic. In the sense, you will have to generate a lot of explanations for everything and convince yourself that you don't have to do anything about it. Right now, there is virus going on, somebody is dying around you. You have to do something within yourself not to respond to that. Otherwise, it's natural for you to respond to it. So, being a couch potato is not nishkarma.
We have always had a choice between inclusive action and paralyzed volition, between intelligent dynamism and pathetic fatalism. Why do we so often choose the latter? When we say our life is our karma, it means that our life is our making. What incredible freedom this is! And yet, what devious ways we have found to absolve ourselves of that responsibility. In most cultures of the world, people have been told that God determines the course of their life. They must therefore look up to God. Your karma was created all by you, and it is knowingly or unknowingly being created by you each and every moment of your life. Karma is therefore an invitation to look within, not upward to somebody God. Karma means that you are capable of the best and doing your best in this very lifetime. It implies a movement towards your ultimate well-being. It means that you are capable of being in heaven in the lap of divine within yourself right now. It happened, a yogi was walking through the forest. He was suddenly accosted by a highway robber. This was a notorious robber with a reputation for looting and murder. Now he was about to strike the yogi when the yogi asked, "Why are you accumulating these terrible karmas? What for?" "I have to support my family," said the robber. "I am responsible for my wife, my old parents and my children." "If you are doing this for their sake," said the yogi, "go find out if somebody is willing to carry the burden of your karmas. Please go home and find out. Tie me up to this tree so I cannot escape. Just go home and find out for yourself who is willing to carry your karma." So the highway robber went home. He said to his family, "I support you by killing people and looting them daily. Will you support me by sharing my karma?" His father said, "Nothing doing. I'm your old father. What is it business to take care of me? It is your business to take care of me. How you take care of me is your karma. He went to his mother said the same thing. He went to his wife and children, they said the same thing, that it is your duty to take care of us. How you take care of us is your problem. Why should we share the karma of a murderer? Disillusioned, the man came to the yogi and fell at his feet. You are right. Everybody is willing to partake the rewards of my karma. But no one is willing to share responsibility for the adverse consequence of my action. Karma cannot be distributed democratically. While there is a dimension of collective karma, there is also allotted karma known as prarabdha, which every person have to work upon individually. Whether it is worked out in meditativeness or love, in awareness or ecstasy, doesn't matter. The realm of individual responsibility exists and it cannot be evaded. Many people speak of freedom but have no clue that they are getting more and more entangled in their own karma. Despite being gifted with phenomenal levels of intelligence, they are forgotten the way of this self-created web. Freedom is engaging in the kind of activity that literally frees you, about performing the right kind of action that leads to your own higher nature towards your freedom. Next, there is no such thing as duties. Duty is just a tyranny. Every idea of duty comes from certain expectations. The ruler tells you what your duties should be towards them. The rule tells the rulers the same. Parents keep trying the children, reminding their duties, and the children keep reminding parents their parental obligations. The wife reminds the husband his duties, and the husband does the same. If you really love something or somebody, go ahead, do it. But if there is no love, just simply desist from that action. Karma is about making your entire life an offering. Only when your actions are performed like an offering, the karma creates no bondage. The world is full of people consciously trying to awaken love or spirituality in some or the other ways. Most often, this is done for attachment to a self-image, for being a compassionate, noble person. With such attachment, you get entangled in your karma. Only if there is a natural sense of offering can karma be elevating for the doer. So the inevitable question comes, if the duty is irrelevant, does it mean that we can do anything? Yes, of course, you can do anything. But there is a caveat. Whatever you do, there comes a consequence. If you are willing to joyfully take the action, go right ahead. But if you are going to cry over the things when the thing will turn unpleasant, it is best you regulate the action and sensitivity and foresight. Illusive awareness of self is the trap of karma. The hunter becomes the hunted, the architect becomes the laborer, the creator becomes the creation. If you perform actions miserably, it is the karma. If you perform actions joyfully and effortlessly, it is karma yoga. Now it is not the content of the life that matters, it is the context of your life that does. It means you do it with wholehearted involvement and in the process help create a more joyful environment and the world wherever you go. Now whatever things I have told just right now, I have read from this book, that is Karma, a Yogi's Guide, that is written from Sadhguru. Now, there is a lot of information in this book, and one of the most important things that this book talks about is that karma can be shed in two ways, either by acting with awareness or by acting with abandon. Now let's talk about awareness first. According to this book, mental alertness is not awareness. Awareness has nothing to do with your logical mind, nor is it, which is commonly being referred to as mindfulness. Awareness is far a deeper dimension. It is not something to do, it is not an action, it is a state of being. Awareness is inclusiveness. You cannot do it, you can become it. If you bring the physical, mental and energy bodies to a certain alignment, there will be a room for awareness to blossom. According to this book, awareness emerges from the deepest layer of human being known as chitta, or the consciousness without content. Once you are in touch with that deeper dimension of yours, awareness happens automatically and effortlessly. Now, second thing which this book offers is abandon. Now, abandon doesn't mean that abandoning something or someone, but it means that when your involvement has become so intense that you are willing to abandon yourselves. You are just willing to give up everything that you consider to be yourselves. Now, when I read this book, I also came through a small sadhana, which is not again any substitute for any kind of initiations or any other yoga practice, but the sadhana is so basic that it can even help the uninitiated from wherever they are. Now, the simple sadhana is, from this moment onwards, be consciously involved with everything that's there around you. The food you eat, the water you drink, the earth you walk upon, the air you breathe, and the people around you. Now, if you find this difficult, think of a person whose presence evokes the sweetest emotion in you. Now, it could be any person, living or dead, Jesus or Buddha or anyone else you value most in your life. Then try looking upon everyone and everything around you with the same gaze. If this is hard to sustain, give yourself early reminders on your cell phone. A simple chant or Vairagya mantra or a simple tune could remind you of this. This will establish you in the practice. Now be equally involved with everything. No hierarchy. If God comes, same thing. If someone else comes, you have to be involved same way. It may seem challenging at the start, but once you manage it, according to this book, in just 24 hours time, you are capable of becoming an unimaginable blissful human being. So, just try the sadhana and let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching the full video, and if you found the video meaningful and insightful, do give it a like, share and subscribe. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.